Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, CEO RSP praises the brave fight put up by the plant collective in the face of COVID-19 challenges. Sanitization continues within SAIL, Rourkela steel plant, to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Now the news in detail. While addressing in a session of mass contact exercise held in virtual mode on 14th October, Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, has praised the brave fight put up by the Rourkela Steel Plant Collective in the face of COVID-19 challenges. The session was attended by Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED P&A, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Projects, Mr. Arabinda Mishra, CGM RMHP, Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, Dr. B.K. Hota, Director MNHS, and about 100 employees, including executives. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Chattaraj highlighted the departments such as blast furnaces and steel melting shops for contributing towards making RSP a best performing plant, setting national and international records on many fronts. He also urged the departments facing breakdowns to make proactive maintenance a habit and also use the favorable market conditions for generating cash, earning revenue and making profit. With a special reference to the road accidents, the CEO appealed everyone to strive for zero accident by doing away with unsafe practices and preventing others from doing so. Detailing about the necessary health infrastructure put in place by RSP to combat the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Chattaraj thanked various departments that have gone beyond their normal framework of responsibilities and extended remarkable service in RSP's fight against the disease. He also thanked the local administration for their continuous support in this regard. The CEO informed the gathering about the management expectation of producing 4,15,000 tonnes of hot metal per month based on the RSP potential and the functional operations of the blast furnaces. Speaking about the importance of human resources, the CEO said, "If you think you can achieve, you can surely achieve." Mr. Rajveer Singh emphasized on adherence to the guidelines related to COVID-19 pandemic and use of COVID app developed in-house by RSP by the employees. Mr. Pankaj Kumar briefed about the status of various projects being undertaken in RSP and urged everyone to make use of the conducive market condition to gain edge over other competitors. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Arabinda Mishra stressed upon the need of root cause analysis of the problems and work towards the quality and quantity of the production along with safety. Dr. B.K. Hota spoke about the various precautionary measures for saving oneself from the pandemic and ways of improving immunity, while Mr. P. Nigam discussed about reducing the cost of production and ways of generating cash for functional operation and profitability of the plant. At the outset, 1 minute silence was also observed in respect of the departed souls and COVID warriors who lost their lives fighting the pandemic. Mr. H.N. Pati, GM HRD, welcomed the gathering. An interaction session was also held on the occasion. Mrs. Samita Mishra, Senior Instructor HRDC, coordinated the session, also proposed a vote of thanks. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been continually making efforts to prevent the spread of COVID-19. A high-level task force of RSP is closely monitoring and taking actions for all developments and compliances in view of the pandemic. Several departments are engaged to take care of the sanitization activities both within and outside the plant. On 12th October, the Civil Engineering Services Department carried out massive sanitization drive at all the entry point gates and roadside building. Special focus was laid on the gates as these are the most susceptible areas that witness huge footfalls. The major roadside buildings were also sanitized in the process. It may be noted that the Civil Engineering Services Department is implanting a sanitization drive inside the steel plant. Using spraying machines, it has been disinfecting different vulnerable places, shift offices and machineries inside the plant. Moreover, the department has also made elaborate provision for disinfecting the goods that enter the plant through traffic gate. That's all in this edition of Rourkela News. Namaskar.